Know what you really want to get there. You can do anything you put your mind to. This means that everything you do is imagine what you would like to accomplish, put your mind to it, and wait for the results. To some degree, this is true. Focus intentions with action is a very powerful force. However, that statement is a bit misleading as it did not mention about the difficulty in focusing your mind to the goal. Many people do not know what they want. They think they do, but they really don't. They only know what they do not want. People do not want a boring job, and we do not want to be poor. Of course, we do not want to disappoint our family or loved ones. Knowing what you really want is very different than knowing what you do not want. If you only know what you do not want, then your intentions are focused. Let us have an example. Bobby does not want to be poor. He is tired of earning less than his colleagues, and he is motivated to improve his standing. To achieve this ambition, Bobby might take several paths. He can train for a higher profession like lawyer or doctor. He can start a company like venturing into real estate or do other things that would bring wealth. But Bobby is not certain what he really wants. He does not know the way that his personality and skills will fit. Therefore, he does not resolve to follow a certain path. Hoping to answer the question, he looks into several opportunities. But when he encounters difficulty, he decides that path is absolutely not for him and continues to another solution. Bobby's actions are not focused. Even though he works hard, his efforts do not develop. Instead of constructing a giant impossible sandcastle, Bobby has generated many that can easily be distracted. He eventually ends up discouraged and confused. Ultimately, Bobby's absence of focus ends up in failure. What if Bobby had chosen a certain path? Let us say he chose to become a lawyer. Then his actions would be clearly defined. Obtain a high score on LSAT, obtain recommendations, get approved to a good school of law, choose a field of law, get a law degree, and look for a high-paying profession and having a good law firm. Precise goals are easier to attain over an obscure objective such as becoming rich. Focusing on a path provides Bobby reasonable actions to adhere to. Every achievement is a step closer towards the ultimate goal. We can all concur that focusing on a clearly defined path, no matter which, provides Bobby a chance of becoming successful. But wait, how can he decide on a path if he does not know what he really wants? Perhaps money is not his ultimate objective. Maybe he desires to do something that he loves as well. Perhaps he cannot manage to go back to school. The truth is, reality is complicated and Bobby does not want to devote too early. And that is why he fails. But that does not necessarily mean a bad thing. Many people do not fit perfectly into a defined path. Pushing yourself into one might result in success, but it most likely will not give you happiness. This is actually the idea. In order to become successful, to gain wealth and position, you have to decide on a precise path. Ideally, something popular and stick to it. However, if you are not concerned about success or wealth, you can use your time looking for that ideal niche. Just do not wait long to choose. Every moment you plan, you already devoted rivals sprint further in advance. On the other hand, maybe life is not a race, and perhaps the most interesting individuals follow a path of their own.